What up, people? What up, people? Prince here. Ain't going anywhere. I thought I'd do a little video, a little chat with people, talk about the Arsenal, talk about what's going on with the club, and just talk a bit of a transfer windows. And as you see, there's a lot of Arsenal fans who come on YouTube and they talk and they talk and they talk and they talk. So I thought, let me talk too. So yeah, let's get into it now. So yeah, I was going to talk about the transfers. Other transfers like at Man United and Arsenal's, and a lot of people say, "Oh, Arsenal's always losing their transfers. Other clubs are stealing them off us, and they're taking our transfers, and they're like Arsenal find them, and Man United comes and steals them, and Newcastle steals them. That never happened. Why? When people talk about Aston Villa outbidding us for Gwen Dio, come on, people. You ask for high standards, and you're talking about Gwen Dio. Gwen Dio in near Martin Odegaard's level. Martin Odegaard is much better than him. It's not even it's not even a debate about it. All our attacking players are better than him. Even Nketiah is better than him. But anyway, so yeah, so what I was saying to you is people like gotta understand, like, it's like when it comes to the transfers, don't always believe what you read and don't always believe what you see. You've got to take it sometimes with a pinch of salt because half of these players, obviously, yeah, Arsenal inquired about Martinez. Let's talk about Martinez. Arsenal inquired about Martinez. And Martinez, before Martinez, whatever his name is, who went from Ajax for Man United, he was at a price of 30 million, like. So Arsenal was just interested in him, like. But they never gone fully in for him and said, oh, we want him, he's our number. No, it didn't happen like that. They just looked at him, see what they could do with him, see if they're interested with him. And then after that, they didn't take the bid serious because what happened is when they found out Man United was interested, yes, my brother, big up, bro, big up, Spursy. Um, when they found out Man United was interested in him, Arsenal really didn't really go in for him because Ajax wanted a bidding war. But then if you look at the transfer, it went from 30 million to 60 million, 57 million plus add-ons. Now, as an Arsenal fan, I'm glad we never got him. Reason being is, if we would have paid 60 million for him, for that one player, Arsenal fans won't be happy. Arsenal fans won't be happy. The reason behind it is because we bought two players for 73 million. So if Arsenal would have bought him for 60 million plus add-ons, 57 million plus add-ons, and we never got Gabriel Jesus, and we never got Zinchenko, we got much better players in Zinchenko, would you be happy just with him, Martinez? I don't think so. Because you've got a player in Zinchenko who can play left back, left midfield. He can play anywhere. He's an incredible talent. And then you've got Gabriel Jesus, who's quality up front. So why would you want to go and buy a £57 million left-sided defender when you've got them two players? And on top of all that, they're both proven winners. They're both in the Premier League, are proven. They got the experience, and they know what they're coming up against. And with Gabriel Jesus, he come for the badge. He come to play for Arsenal. All people are quick enough to be negative about Arteta and say, "Oh, Arteta's this and that." And everyone, listen. I know a lot of people on this chat and a lot of people on YouTube don't like Arteta and they want him up. That's fair enough. Everyone's entitled to say what they want and have their opinion. But I'm just going to say, sometimes you need to give the guy credit because he persuaded him. Chelsea coming for Gabriel Jesus, and he chose Arsenal. So you've got to give credit for Arteta just for that reason. And if you don't want to, it's fair enough. But sometimes you can't always go against someone at that bash and have too much agenda against him. Like by Gabriel Jesus coming to Arsenal, a lot of people were saying before the transfer market, he ain't coming. Arsenal have got top four. There's no chance. He ain't coming. It ain't never gonna happen. Do you get me? So what happens is like when it happens, people get upset. People are talking about stuff we don't even know, like Coutinho. Was Arsenal in for Coutinho? I don't think no one was in for Coutinho. Coutinho's a good player, but Arsenal were never in for him. The players Arsenal wanted that they got. All the players that Arsenal wanted, they got. And that's the truth about it. Arsenal don't. You already know Arsenal don't go on no mad spreading spree. You know, yo, come on, bro. I can't be saying things like that, bro. So yeah, you gotta understand it. You gotta understand so you gotta understand that with Arteta bringing him in, he's done a good job. And it goes to say, like, I'm not saying that it's gonna win us for miracles and take us to the high levels now, because we got to earn that. But I'm just saying, going into this season now, I'm more confident than I was last season. And I know people talk about we lost we lost yesterday to Brentford, did it? Behind closed doors. But he never played not one first team player. They were all on the sideline. Nicolas Pepe and all them. I think Nicolas Pepe staying. But all them players, Gabriel Jesus and all the first team players, were on the sideline. Ben White, they were all on the sideline, so they wasn't gonna get slaughtered now. The reason why Arsenal played that game yesterday to see where they are with this team, Jamie, and the people who played good was actually Nketiah, Marquinhos, Mohamed Elneny was the ones who played good in that game yesterday. The rest of them were shambles. So it just goes to show, innit? So 3 players that really can come in and do a job. But it was Brentford's B team, so yeah. But that was the game. But like I said, we only lost that game because we never played that strong team, and that strong team are ready. And against Palace, we'd be ready. And a lot of fans, you can't really like what's it called, be that negative no more. Obviously, listen, this season's the season that Arteta got to get it right. I know we've missed out on top 4, but no one is expecting us to finish top 4. Then people have a meltdown about it. Jamie, you have a lot of fans say, "Oh, I thought Arsenal were going to finish 12th. I thought Arsenal were going to finish 8th. I thought they were going to finish 16th. I thought they were going to finish 15th." But when they finished 5th and they missed out on the Champions League, yeah, I know it was one game this week, and I know, but it happened. It is what it is. But next season, going into next season now, Arsenal can't get rid of the likes of Nicolas Pepe. They can't even get the likes of Mohamed Elneny. What you got to understand, Arsenal fans, is when it's all easy getting rid of these players, asking to get rid of these players, but we've got a lot of games that got to come thick and fast. You got 17 or 18 Premier League games from now to November. So you'll be playing Saturday, Tuesday, then you've got to squeeze the Carling Cup in, and you've got to squeeze the Europa Cup games in. So it's going to be Arsenal needs the players. Before they get rid of any players, they've got our players to replace them. So, it's all good people saying get rid of Xhaka right now. Okay, get rid of Xhaka. But what happens if you don't replace Xhaka? You'll moan about that. So don't get rid of Xhaka unless you've got a replacement. Don't get rid of any players unless you've got a replacement. Now, what I was trying to say the other day, when I was on one of the shows, that, the owners, the only way the owners could make Arsenal, like, fans feel like, they're fully backing Arteta. And they're fully backing the Arsenal. They're fully backing the Arsenal. Not even Arteta, they're fully backing Arsenal as a club, and they're supporting the fans, and they want to do good for the fans. Is if you go and get Tielemans now, for instance, you bring in Tielemans, the midfielders who don't want to leave Arsenal will feel uncomfortable. When you see Tielemans coming through that door now when he's training with the first team, the players who ain't going to leave, who wants to leave, that's going to be pressure on them. They're going to be on their agents saying, get me out here. I've got no chance. I don't care. I'll go to any club. So that's what I'm saying. And that's the owner's fault. The owner won't put, and this is what I'm trying to say to people, when people say, oh, he spent 400 million. Yeah, he has, but that's from Arsenal assets. That's from people buying tops. That's from people buying Arsenal. That's from people going into the stadium. All that money generates from us fans who paid for the nothing. They don't actually go into their pocket and say, oh, you are Arteta. Everyone knows that. Jamie, but a lot of fans were like, oh, you can't blame the owners, you've got to blame Arteta, you've got to blame. So no, I'll say, if you're the owners now, this is the best time to act and say, you're going to buy get Tielemans, go and buy another midfielder, and you think the likes of Xhaka will hang around. He'd be gone. He'll want to leave. He won't even hesitate. He'll be on his phone to his agent. He'll go up to Mikel Arteta and say, "Oh, I'm done here. I know I'm not going to be in the squad. I'm not on the team." He'll be gone. And that's why sometimes you got to look at the owners, how they play their game. They're clever. They play in a clever way. They make out like they're spending the money. No, it's the assets of all Arsenal. It's all you Arsenal fans who pay for tops, who pays for cups, who pays for... They're the ones paying for the transfers. Because it's self-sufficient business, isn't it? Jamie, that's what they do it. يا مرحبا يا مرحبا يا علي هلا وسهلا بك كيف حالك? So then all the people gotta understand that. If they've done that, I think personally Shaq gotta leave. Anani's staying. Anani's he's experienced, he's got heart, Mohamed Anani, and he's good for the team. He's good. So Anani will stay. Keep Anani there. And he's a good backup player. And a lot of people say he's not good enough, but then he was good enough to step into the last 10 games. So thing. Yeah. So what's it called? So they're like he's proven to me that he can step it up. And he's proven he can play in the Europa League. He's proven he can play in the he can play in the league when we need him. He's proven, a lot of Arsenal fans, see, they don't give him credit when he's due. Like every time you got to understand. I'm not saying Mohamed Ali is the answer, but every time, we've put him in the middle. He stepped up. Like I said, we haven't won in Old Trafford for 14 years. When Mohamed Al-Nani and Partey played there, we won and got a result there. We haven't won at Stamford Bridge for a while, but like how we did the last time. He steps up to the games when you don't expect him to. Villa away he played well. Like so Mohamed Al-Nani is good when you need him. When the pressure's on, he knows he steps up. So keep him in the club because he plays with his heart. Xhaka, like I said, they got to get a replacement before they get rid of him because he is a good player. He ain't the best, but you can't just say go and get rid of Xhaka. Because Xhaka, he's an experienced player. He is an alright player. He ain't the best, but you can't say get rid of him and you're gonna rely on the Conga. No. Just if they're gonna go like Bruno Neves or someone because they want a marquee player, then obviously Xhaka will leave. If someone like that comes in now, Xhaka will leave. Yeah, so don't get hyped up about all this negativity going on the club when people say, "Oh, we got outbid." No, Arsenal don't get outbid by Aston Villa and Man United, and they're in the same category. If anything, these footballers. Don't look at it from a YouTube perspective and look at it from a fan perspective. Just look at the table. Man United are worse than us. Jamie, and next season we're only going to get better. We're only going to get better. Next season. Next season we're only going to get better. We're going to get better because Saka is going to be more experienced. Ramsdale is going to be more experienced. Ben White's going to be more experienced. Tommy Yasu is going to be more experienced. Lokonga is going to be more experienced. So that's what I'm saying. I like with Jesus coming in now and Zinchenko coming in now. It just proves a point. Like it just shows you like that we should be ready. Arsenal should be ready to bam, start firing from the start. If we win our first 3 games, that's something we have to do. We gotta win our first 3 games. I think we should win all our first 6 games because they're winnable games. Palace, I think it's Leicester. So we gotta win all our games so. We'll have to wait and see what happens. But when it comes to the transfers, Arsenal are the good transfer, right? People, Arsenal's been good in the transfer market. Gabriel Jesus, and let me tell you something about Pep Guardiola's philosophy. When people say if he was any good, he would have. If he was any good, that he would have not sold Gabriel Jesus and Zinchenko. That's a lot of Arsenal fans. He'd be up there in Man City. He'd be up the place. Guardiola don't work like that. Guardiola, when he took over Barcelona in 2000, 2009 was it, or 2000? Yeah, it's about 2009 or 2008, around that year time. Guardiola said in one of his interviews, "I will never stand in a player's way. Not because they're not good enough. That's just my philosophy. Because with my philosophy, I can't guarantee him 90 minutes every game." So he sold Etu to Inter Milan. They sold Yaya Toure from Barcelona to Man City. So yeah, it's Guardiola. You know, Arsenal fans, football fans, Arsenal fans. Sometimes you need to take a bigger. You need to just like not listen to people who don't actually do their research when it comes to like, oh, they have to be no. Do your own research. That's what I tell all fans. Do your own research. You go and see what he said. Guardiola never stands, and he said that. And what did he say? He said that recently, a few weeks back. I will never stand in a player's way, not because they're crap. It's just sometimes Guardiola thinks that I can't give him time of football. It's not fair enough. I can't give him any time. I can't guarantee him 90 minutes every week, and it's not fair on a player. So I won't stand in his way. That's his philosophy. Well, other managers won't do that. Jamie, but Guardiola won't do that. He does it in every club he goes to. So don't get it twisted, people. Don't think, oh, because he sold us Gabriel Jesus. And if anything, Gabriel Jesus is going to prove himself. Jamie, I think he's going to be the signing of the season. That's my opinion. I think he's going to be awesome for Arsenal. Read some chats. What is the name of the club? Well, bro, you know, the aim of the club is to win. But, bro, you got to take a reality check. Jerry, when people talk about Unai Emery and they talk about this, Unai Emery never had the steals and the balls to come in and get rid of the dead wood. And when Arteta did it, all the fans turned on him. You know, that because a lot of people got agendas. You know, but we'll talk. I'll do a show about that. Why am I Arteta? I'll do a show like why am I Arteta in? I'll do a group show and I'll explain to people why I'm Arteta in. You know, but you know, thank people like people for joining and supporting my channel, and you know, I don't got many subscribers, but I don't do many videos, so I'm not gonna complain. Big up, Luca. Yeah, man, Spursy Michael. Spursy's a good man, bro. What up, Luca? Hope you well, bro. So yeah, so that's what I'm saying. I don't think people need to get carried away with all this. Don't get caught up in it. It's not true. We all know it's not true because we know like in a transfer market, how many times it's an Arsenal fan? It's been going on for 15 or 11 years, 12 years, we'll say. And how many players have been linked to? How many players? And they never come through. It's not that they never they're linked to. It's just the stories ain't true. When we were linked to Jesus and Austin come out, what did he say? Yes, brother Nicholas Ligo. Yes, Nicholas. What's up, my brother? What did he say? Like, Gabriel Jesus is going to Arsenal, you know, and it's solid. And then Sky Sports reported in, obviously, all the Twitters and all the pundits and all that, and you know what's going to happen. Same with Zinchenko. You know, Arsenal heavily linked with him. Fabio Vieira just come out of nowhere. Bam, that was just out the blue. So, yeah, I don't think Martinez was a good signing anyway. I'm glad Man United got him. They paid nearly, with add-ons 60 million. Look at that, bro. They paid nearly 60 million plus add-ons. Bro, we paid 73 million for two top players in the Premier League, proven players. Come on, bros. Arsenal got to get some credits for that. Arsenal got to get credits for that. You know, plus add-ons, bro. Do you know what I mean? A few more millions, we got two players better. So I'm happy about that. I'm good, brother, Nicholas. I'm good, bro. I've just said about when people say about about Aston Villa beating us and all these teams beating us nah, it's not true, bro. I don't believe it. Like Wendy, they never outbid us. We were never in for them, bro. You know, as a club, if you're an Arsenal fan, you know if Arsenal wants a player, they'll go and get him. That's how the club works. So till he crosses that line, until he has that medical, until you see him with a top like that, whatever number they give him, you know he's an Arsenal player. And the same with Saliba. Is these the same people were telling you fans? And I remember I was telling you week in, week out, don't listen to him. Saliba is learning his trade. Saliba's ready to get tied down to a new contract. I heard he wants to be number 2. I heard Bellerin might be going. And there is there. So what do you do now? Do you believe the people who say, oh, he's going to sell Saliba? Where'd they get all these rumours from, right? Where'd they get all this information from? I said it from day one. Saliba is learning his trade. That's what I said. And a lot of Arsenal fans, the same Arsenal fans, will turn around and say, oh, try like babies. And then they call me out. And when I come out to play, the guys don't want to know. Don't listen to people. They say I'm hiding. I'm never hiding, boys. I know what goes on behind. I know I'm not hiding. I know what they say. I know what they take texts me. I'm not hiding. They hide from me, if anything. Do you know what I mean? Because they know the window is being spot on. It's been spot on so far. And the thing is, Arsenal are bringing in more players. You shoot what Edu said. You know, you heard what Edu said. So let's see what happens from there to now. And you know, when we bring in more players, it'd be good for Arsenal. You know, we've already got a good, and I hope Nicolas Pepe stays. Because now we need the likes of Pepe stays. Anything you do want players to go. If anything, if you want any football knowledge, learn and listen. Like I said, learn and listen. If you want any football knowledge, we got games coming thick and fast. Doesn't matter if they're good enough or not good enough. You're not going to win everything. You don't want to play your best 11 in everything. But these guys are good enough to play in the Europa League. They're good enough to play in the Carling Cup. They're good enough to play in the FA Cup. So you've got to look at it like this. When your best players are playing week in, week out, you've got to rotate them. So, for instance, say Arsenal now, we qualify for the Europa League. You don't really want Gabriel Jesus, Ben White, William Saliba, Ramsdale, Bakary, Saka, Smith Rowe, Martinelli, Gabriel. You know, Martin Odegaard. You don't want your best 11 flying out to the middle of nowhere when they've qualified already. That's why you need to keep them players. You need them players to not even travel because Arsenal games are going to be Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday. James, if we're playing in the Europa League and if you're playing in the Carling Cup, James, it's going to be 3 games a week, they're saying. I don't know if it's true, but that's what they're saying. It's scheduled like that. So you don't really want any players to leave unless they're coming in. That's why the likes of Nketiah has got to stay. That's why the likes of Mohamed Alani had to stay. Even Maitland now, even Reece Nelson, they all got to stay unless they get replaced. They might not be good enough, but the reality is they're good enough to beat these teams. They might not good enough to win the Premier League, but they're good enough to beat these teams out in Europe. And that's why you don't really want your players, you know, like Saka, Emmanuel Smith-Rowe, and Tomiyasu, all the first 11 go in there. You want them to sit in England, sit in London, and just have a day off or train lightly for the next game. Because you've got to understand, with all them games, you've got training in the middle of them. So that's why I'm saying to fans, don't jump. If you know football knowledge, learn and listen. That's why I call it learn and listen. Football knowledge. You don't really want to sell any players because if you qualified and they took out, imagine they qualified and they took Gabriel Jesus to the middle of nowhere and he got injured. Fans are gonna have a meltdown. That's why it's good what they're bringing in with that. They're bringing in a young defender, Walters kid. You know, they're slowly bringing him in. You know, for the Carling Cup or the Europa League. You need stuff like that now. This is when you start earning your money. This is when the manager got to get it right. Arteta got no more excuses now. Do you know what I mean? Cedric, you know, Cedric, don't sell Cedric. He got to stay. That's what I'm saying. It's easier said than done. But you got to understand, look at it from a football perspective. Don't look at it from your own agenda. You got to, if you, like I said, yeah, it's all good saying goodbye to him, but you need to replace him. Arsenal can't afford to go into this season with having no cover for right back, no cover for left back. You know, if Tini stays fit, is a bonus. Obviously, we sent out Thing on loan. That's fair. We can grab one because we got a player who can play there now. And Zinchenko can play left back. But the fact is, we need to keep these players unless they bring replacements in for them. Because then you fans will be the ones, why did he sell him? Why did he sell him? So please, people, it's just football knowledge. Use your common sense. We got games thick and fast, and we got games coming thick. Like I said, we got games thick and fast, and we need the players to be fit, every single one of them. Do you know what I mean? Cedric and Ben White. Ben White, bro. Ben White's not shit, bro. Don't listen to Northside League and all them. Ben White's a good player, man. Everyone rates Ben White except you out at the out fans, bro. That was the show. He's a good player, bro. Jeremy, everyone's saying like when he played right back, Raheem Sterling's going to rip him up. He kept him in his pocket. He didn't. You don't get me. Raheem Sterling was coming at him. He didn't do nothing to him. So, but then again, everyone's entitled to their opinion, innit? But watch football, people. Don't watch YouTube. Watch football, man. Watch football. Jeremy, watch the game, learn the game, enjoy it, study it. That's the truth about it. Football's a game that you've got to watch and you've got to learn about it. You can't just like follow something because someone said that and someone said that. You have your own opinion. You have your own judgment. You watch it. You go and have your own judgment of it. Jeremy, Ben White's a good player, bro. I'll tell you straight. When I was in Anfield, and a lot of them Liverpool fans who even though we got battered, I was speaking to a lot of Liverpool fans outside the Anfield, and the film said, "Yo, Ben White's a good player." Jeremy, when people blame Ben White for everything. We haven't conceded many set pieces, but when Ben White was out, I was at that game. We conceded a set piece against Leeds. Why? Because Ben White's good at reading the game. He's good at intercepting it. He's good at reading danger. Jeremy, and he doesn't get credit for all that. And people say he makes a mistake every game. But I asked what games. They never give a game. How many times have I asked an offside on his channel? What game then? What game? You don't say. But so that's what I'm saying. Like people, man, thank you for watching. I appreciate it, bro. Even though you're against me and you don't agree with what I say, but I know you all got love for me, man, and I got love for you too, man. And it's like, let's just hope Arsenal. The main thing is, bro, Arsenal as well. That's what you want to see in it. We're all on our right, but regardless if you hate Arteta, if you love him, if you just back him, if you want to, but I think a lot of fans they back him. Jeremy, and this season is the season when when a lot of fans will back him and say you got to get it right. And I'm one of them fans. I backed him because he's a young manager. You got to back him. You got to back him, man. Can't be a hater like get him off the club. He deserves a chance. I know we're Arsenal FC, and I know we're a massive club, and I know we shouldn't be going on like that, Jeremy. But that's what happens. Yes, Mohammed Ahmad. Yes, brother. Bro, he's got to get top 4, bro. And he's got to bring a trophy, like Edu said, bro. 100% Mohammed. He's got to get top 4, bro. And he's got to bring in a trophy, bro. And that's the truth for Bobby, and that's the truth for Bobby, man. Like it's a big season for Arsenal. Regardless if you hate Arteta, if you love him, like I said, and if you support him, like I support him, But I think Arsenal fans just support him. You all talk about come up with all these crazy names, these kiddie childish names, bro. These Wengerists and all that. They were the managers in the club, bro. You gotta, it's a bit. Think of it, all right. When you say I support the team, but I don't support the manager, think of it like this: use your knowledge and common sense. Who puts the team on that pitch to win? The managers. Who gets credit for it? The manager. So if he won every game from now to the end of the season, you're really giving him credit. So you're really supporting him. Look at it like that. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying you have to like him. Just so, like I'm not. You don't have to. You don't have to like him. But if any manager walks into Arsenal FC, there's always going to be an agenda against a manager, regardless if you like it. I like when people say Vieira's a legend of the club. I love Vieira, but if he comes to Arsenal, I guarantee you they'll turn on Vieira after one game. Only Arsenal fans do it. So just chill out, get behind the club this season, get behind the Arsenal, and let's see what we do. That's what I'm saying. You do support the badge, bro. 100%. We all support the badge, bro. But the badge, I've got people picking human beings to go on the pitch. That's the truth about it, brother. I'm not saying you listen, bro. You're entitled to be Arteta out. I'm not going to say to you don't be Arteta out because that's you being you, innit? And that's you. You're entitled to your opinion. But what I will say is, bro, is sometimes because try and balance it. Do you know what I mean? Look at the side. Like Gabriel Jesus, bro, was going to Chelsea coming for him. He come to Arteta. He come to Arsenal because Arteta said to him, "Yo, listen, be your own man. Watch his interview." Do you know? I'm not saying you have to say he's the thing, but sometimes you have to show some credit and say, "Okay, fair enough, bro. That's one well done." But they don't. They keep on talking about we lost out to Guendouzi. We lost out to. Well, come on, boys. If you're talking to your caliber and your standards and these high standards, why are you moaning about that junk? That rubbish player in Guendouzi, bro. He's rubbish, bro. True about it, bro. He's Norwich, bro. They got relegated. He never kept them up. That's the truth about it, bro. If he was any good, bro, Jamie, they got relegated. Obviously, he went to Villa and they left. They got relegated. But that's what I'm saying. But when he was at Villa, he got relegated with them the year before that, and they got one back up again. So it doesn't matter, bro. That's not Arsenal caliber, bro. At least with Martin Odegaard, he's showing what he can do. And next season is going to be a big season for him, and a big season of Saka again, and a Minor Smith throw. So yeah, boys, like I'm not saying anything, but I'm just saying back the club. Do you know what I mean? Arteta's not going nowhere. So regardless if you're Arteta in or Arteta out, don't waste your emotions on something you know what's going to happen. Just try and enjoy the football. Try and back the team, get behind them, and see what happens. I'm not saying you have to like the manager, but just try and support the team. And if they win, try and give credit to the person who puts that team on the pitch. Same way you blame him for losing. That's a fair statement. Is that a fair statement, my people? Spursy, is that a fair statement? You know? But thank you, people. I'm going to wrap it up now anyway. I thought I'd do like a 20-minute, half an hour, and I'll be back hopefully soon. I'll start going live and I'll start getting my own people on here. Thank you for watching, even though it's not many. I still appreciate it, you know. Pick up Spursy, Nicholas, Ahmed, and everyone who's been watching it, man. And everyone who joined in. I'm out now. Prince ain't going anywhere. I'm out. See you all soon, man.